Alright guys, what's up? SMGameHHH here, yeah! Oh boy! So, to kick off my channel, what better way to do it than the Amazing Spider-Man review? Amazing Spider-Man. It was, a very interesting movie. I mean, I know it's gonna see because Spider-Man, but you know what? Let's just get to it, and I'll probably be doing more reviews like this for this and I guess video games, I don't know. We'll see how this goes. And I'm gonna review it in four categories. The story, the acting, the music, and the how difficult it is to understand. How easy it is to understand. I don't know. So let's first start off in the story, and story and acting kind of outweigh, they kind of outweigh the two other categories. So let's go for the story. So, it starts off with Peter playing with his father and mother, and that usually doesn't happen. That never happened in the original movies. You never really knew about Peter's mom and father, and it looks like they're giving more details about them. And then, they suddenly just drop him off at his Aunt May and Uncle Ben's, who look very fucking different from the other movies, and drops him off, and then they leave. And Peter skip a couple years. Peter's a teenager, and he attends, Midtown High. He's bullied by Flash Thompson. Looks pretty different from the other movies, and I guess, and then him and Gwen Stacy start to know each other, and I prefer Gwen Stacy or Mary Jane any day. Emma Stone is way hotter than Kirsten Dunst. Just saying. Just saying. And then at home, Peter finds his father's papers, and he learns he learned that he worked with Dr. Connors, Dr. Kirk Connors, who turned out to be the Lizard. So, and then he faked himself as one of the Oscorp high school interns. He snuck into the lab, and he snuck into a lab with genetically modified spiders. One of them bites him, and he finds out like on a subway. He starts beating the fuck out of some random subway hobos. I don't know, douchebags. I don't know, but he has the spider abilities, and yeah. And that's all I'm gonna say about the story right now. I don't want to spoil the whole thing. I'm gonna go a little detail. The story, what's it called? It's really about Peter trying to find, he's trying to find out about his father. While yes, it's good that they're also it's basically about a young boy, basically trying let's find a secret about his father while dealing with other problems such as the Lizard. It was a pretty decent villain, and also trying to save crime and find and avenge his Uncle Ben. Trying to find a person that killed him, of also fighting crime. Fuck. And also trying to maintain a love life with Gwen Stacy. Also, when he's fighting crime, what's it called? Not so good with the cops. So the story, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Some of it's believable. I think the director tried to make it as lifelike as possible. Unfortunately, a spider creature and a lizard creature isn't really, realistic. Yeah, it can't be. The only fucking superhero realistic movie is Dark Knight Saga. So, anyway, it's a pretty good story about him trying to do all his problems. Some problems he solves, some problems he doesn't. And, I think he did pretty good. I think they did it, a little less emotion than the other Spider-Man movies, though. I kind of noticed. I don't know. I think it's just me. Overall, I'd give the story an 8 out of 10. I would say that. That's fair. Acting was, it's pretty good. You know, it had Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man. I only know him from this Facebook movie, and he plays a way different Spider-Man than I would expect. You know, like you saw the other Spider-Man movies. You know, you see Peter as a nerd, doesn't just kind of a calm nerd, doesn't get angry that much. This guy's a rebel, skateboard. He's actually somebody that's pretty cool. It made Peter Parker interesting, and yeah, I thought this is actually a pretty good Peter Parker. Andrew Garfield did pretty nice. Emma Stone as Gwen Stacy. Emma Stone is very attractive, I would say, and she did pretty well. I only know her from my comedies like Easy A and stuff. She did pretty well in her role. I think what's it called? Way better character than Mary Jane, and it's pretty different than Spider-Man 3 Gwen Stacy, which is good because I didn't really care about Spider-Man 3. And I thought her acting role was alright. Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. Nothing great, but it was pretty good. Rise E-Funds, I don't know how to say his name. Rise I-Funds as Kurt Connors and the Lizard. He's actually yeah, I like this guy. He did a pretty good Lizard, a pretty good Kurt Connors. Even for 1 second, you can he did a pretty good role because for 1 second, you see him as this gentle, wouldn't really want to hurt anything, just trying to get his arm back. The sad man Kurt Connors. And then the next second, you see him start being this I don't know what's it called, this crazy, this psychopath trying to infect in New York City. And he does the roles very well, and he makes himself look like a pretty good villain. I think I'm pretty glad the Lizard was yeah. Martin Sheen, no, not well, yeah, Martin Sheen as Uncle Ben. It's a very interesting choice, I guess. I always was gonna prefer Cliff Robertson's Uncle Ben because I grew up on that stuff, and yeah, but Martin Sheen, he did a pretty interesting Uncle Ben. Nothing great, but pretty interesting. Younger, and I guess I don't know, knows is more, I don't know, in the culture. I don't know. He just seemed like a different, younger Uncle Ben. And he did a pretty good job. It's pretty sad to see him die. Although, I don't know. I think no one can beat Cliff Robertson's performance of Uncle Ben. Dennis Leary as George Stacy. A lot of people, what's it called, are praising him for this role. And, I liked him. And he was probably one of the most interesting people in that movie. Just a cop trying to protect, the cities and care for his daughter, and not only disliking Spider-Man, but disliking Spider-Man's alter ego. But after all of that, he's showing that he's just it makes him seem like a big dick, but at the end of the movie, he's just a pretty good guy. I liked him. He's a very interesting character, but I think he should have had more screen time though. I think he didn't have as much screen time as, I don't know, he should have. All the other actors, Sally Field, it's pretty much Sally Field's good. It's pretty much it. Arifin Khan, nah. Yeah. The acting, I would give it a 9 out of 10. A 9 out of 10. Alright, that's fair. I might be going a little bit overboard here. And now let's go to the shit. Fuck. The music. The music for this movie, it was decent. It's, what's it called? It was nothing great. It was nothing great, to be honest. I mean, didn't have a humongous, awesome soundtrack that they had in the first Spider-Man movie. So it's a pretty decent soundtrack, though. It's nothing terrible or anything. Matched the movie pretty well. I'd give it a 7 out of 10. And then a difficulty to understand. This movie, not that difficult for people to understand, to be honest. It was, it's nothing like, I don't know, probably the hardest superhero movie to understand, probably The Dark Knight or something. But it was a pretty, you would understand the movie. You understand it right away. You understand the movie. It's not, a superhero and spider beats a boy. The boy becomes superhero and a spider powers. Nothing that. The only thing that kind of difficult to understand. You never really know what happens to Peter's parents. Like, you don't know if he knows they're dead or he believes they're alive. That's the only thing. Small thing. Difficulty to understand, 9 out of 10. I mean, easy to understand, 9 out of 10. Yeah. So, out of 40 points, I would give this movie, let's do the math real quick. I do it before all you guys. 8 plus 9, 17, 24. Come on. 33. 33 out of 40. I might be going a little bit overboard. It was good. If you're an average moviegoer, see this movie. It's pretty good. Nothing great, but it's good. For people that never, the people that have already seen people have seen the Spider-Man movies before. Like, they grew up on a franchise and they love the franchise and they wanted to see this. Just be warned that it's not going to be probably as good as Spider-Man 1 or 2, but it's better than Spider-Man 3. And for comic book fans that want to know if it's as relatable to the story, it's pretty relatable. Nothing, they change everything, they change a lot of stuff, but that's what they do in every movie, so it doesn't matter. So, I recommend everybody see this movie. Have $8. Probably the best movie out there now. Go see Spider-Man. See Ted. Ted's funny as hell, too. But, yeah. That's my review on Spider-Man. The Amazing Spider-Man. Subscribe if you want to see more reviews. A couple of days, probably getting a Dazzler capture card or something. I don't know. My friends can sell it to me for like $30. I'm gonna buy it. Record some. I think the first thing I would record is Sonic, Uncharted, some Portal. I don't know. So, yeah. I guess I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for listening to the review. And yeah. Bye, boys and girls. Love ya.